How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Nicely Done. We're here back for kind of a different type of video today. I want to talk about doors. So I've had a recent obsession with doors. Started with these little compact ones. Moved into fancy spiral ones. These ones I did not create, but they've inspired me to do several other things, such as different cave doors, or this rainbow road one over here, which leads me to the topic of our video. Oh, and those fancy ones back in the corner working on 5x5s and that zipper video from last one. So this, an interesting door. You got stairs up here in the front. This is, you can probably tell by the video, like thumbnail and all that. It's a tunnel door. So press the button, and a flying machine takes a 3x3 all the way back as far as you want. It's expandable as far as you want. You can go down in your base. Or, since it is a tunnel, I mean, half of it has to be obsidian, but you can figure out some different way to make a door, or just have this hollow, like this is, and have different pathways and stuff coming off of it. Then when you're done, come back, hit the button, stairs pop up, locking you out. And door comes, flies its way back in. One's super simple. I've recently gotten attached to flying machines. And looking at this one, it's not terribly difficult. I mean, you have your basic engine here, and it's all layered. Each one of this thing is segmented, and you can layer it as many times as you want this way. As long as it's a 3x3, I can see if I can make it taller. The way it is now, it's a 3x3, expandable, 3 blocks tall, and then you can have this infinitely go backwards as far as you want, as long as the little chain system works. I did not wire a thing to close it while you're downstairs. You can get trapped in here, unfortunately, but it's probably pretty easy to wire up. This is your activator block here. We hit the piston. Try that again. Pull. Hit the piston. Hit the button. Turns this guy off. Updates that. Sends a signal down the line. And that is to these redstone lamps here, to turn them on in case that this is over here to update the observers, send them back the other way. And I've installed a vertical, what do you call this? Pulse extender. So the pulse comes out of here, fired off here, normalizes through the repeater, fired off through the comparators. And I wanted to make this, didn't want to make it wider, so I wanted to come up with a vertical version. Came up with a vertical version. Works just the same as a normal pulse extender, where you send a pulse and it delays itself out. This guy here is my vertical one. They send a pulse and it delays, turns itself off. Fairly straightforward. So that is to send the flying machine backward. To lower the stairs, same pulse from the button comes off and sets off a T flip-flop here. So it retracts the piston, sending an observer pulse to this sticky piston, retracting that block, redstone block. and re-enabling all these torches to push stairs up. And you can see that here. So all the torches are reignited there. Sent the pulse, pulled that guy up, retracted the block. Whoop. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. So that signal also gets sent up a repeater torch. There's probably an easier way to do this, but I wanted it to be as fast as it could be. Still probably faster ways to do this. But I needed to invert the signal as well from this block. Well, I guess this doesn't necessarily need to be lit. Actually, yeah, it does need to be lit, technically, because the observer needs to update first. I wanted to make this one wide. But anyway, it reverses itself, comes up here into a double piston extender that fires an observer downwards. The same double piston extender, and that one's, my reworking of it is a little bit different, but it's the same piston extender over here. So when you press the button, sends the signal, pulls the block out. It's really fast, but it basically kicks the block out. Should probably use a lever for this. So it kicks the block out, pushes the thing, and if this were a regular pulse, it would pull everything right back. Kicks the sticky piston out, pulls it right back in. Uses the same concept, but I shortened the mechanic a little bit. They don't have to have a zigzag of wire. You just got your redstone dust on top of note blocks, updating a observer. Does the same pulse kind of thing. But that fires the observer downwards to activate these pistons. And these pistons, if we'll fire the tunnel right back in, fly over to this side. See it working here? So while everything is compact together, if you try to update the observers in the back, nothing happens because you can't push any farther. This is way more than 12 blocks, so we have to update the interior of the engine. And since it's segmented and one tile wide, makes it a little bit more challenging, especially to keep it with honey blocks. Could have added a couple more honey blocks and had the observer facing down. Probably a different configuration, but the way I did it, when the double piston extends, it fires the observer, hits the pistons, fires, updates the observer, and kicks the whole machine backwards so that it can retract, which also updates the extension here. So the extension can't fire with all of this stuff going. When the piston updates the observer, kicks the machine backwards, frees up spot for this to pull everything backwards, which allows that piston to fire, pulling everything backwards again, and this inverse for that. It's the inverse of that. That was very bad explaining. It's kind of like the first little redstone-y type of tutorial video I've ever done. So bear with me on that. Fairly straightforward. Kicks it all back, pulls that back, updates everything here. we had to let the machine go back the other way, you have to have a stopper to catch the door panel. So that there's one block space away, that this engine can push forward at the same time it gets updated, or the sticky piston to push the extension outward. This is 6, 7, 8 blocks. And then with all of this, it would be way past push limit. Actually, probably not with the 11, but decided to go with an extension straight off the engine. There's an extension, pushes the door panel all the way to the front. And here comes the door, closes it behind you. I think it's a pretty cool door. Here's how the double piston works. So it kicks out the observer, causes an update, pulling it back, updates it again. You can see that happening here. So it retracts out of the way to allow the door panel to move, and then it gets caught there. And yeah, this needs to be reset. That's just about it. I think it's a pretty cool little tunnel thing. You could probably use that in the nether if for like a nether hub. Have one go all the way back to your base and then lock it up behind you. You can be the one tunnel that's closed all the time. I thought that was pretty cool. Thought you guys might like it. Share that with you. Debating on making another type of these videos, probably with a little bit better commentary, a little bit more organized. Probably with this rainbow door, which is pretty snazzy. Oh, I have it locked. But yeah, thanks for joining me. And subscribe if you're new. I guess I'll be making these videos randomly. They're fun to make. I've had an obsession with flying machines and redstone and doors and stuff, so expect more of these in the future. Haven't really got a set schedule down. Kind of getting back into a regular workflow. And yeah. That said, I will catch you guys next time. Don't forget to leave a rating on the video. It really helps me out and helps the channel grow. And I will see y'all next time. Peace.